Hello everyone, my name is Kimberly and I'm the CEO of a Jamaican travel agency called Yaadie Voyage. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys the full juicy details from my trip to Amsterdam. I actually took this trip to Amsterdam in April 2019 and I'm going to get right into it. So get your popcorn, get your snacks, and let's jump right in. Alright guys, so first things first, I actually got to Amsterdam by bus. I was already living in Europe, in fact I was living in France, so I just took a bus from Paris Bercy bus station all the way to Amsterdam Sloterdijk bus station. Attention! Disclaimer, I do not speak Dutch, I only speak French and English, so I will not have the best pronunciations for the Dutch words, okay? Bear with me. So as I was saying, I arrived in Sloterdijk and I was actually staying with a friend of mine who lives in Amsterdam. Get you some friends who live in Amsterdam, guys. So it was actually just a 4-hour bus ride, which wasn't too bad, to be honest. So what happened was I was staying in a community that was about 10 minutes away from Amsterdam city center, which leads me to tell you guys, the very first tip I'm going to give you is the best way to get around Amsterdam is by train. No, you can actually purchase your own train card that costs between €8.50 to €9, and this will give you full access to Amsterdam's metro system for one entire day. Now, there are other options that you could use to get around Amsterdam. One of these options could actually be by Uber. The thing about Uber though is in Amsterdam, because it's such a heavily populated city, traffic is an absolute must, which can be a pain if you're just a tourist trying to get around and explore the city, right? Now, the other option would be by bicycle. Now, the thing about the bicycles is that in order to even rent one, you have to be able to ride a bicycle. Now, the next problem would be that to rent a bicycle, it can be super duper expensive. It can range anywhere between €50 per day to even €100 per day. Now, if you're like me and you're traveling on a budget, this is not gonna be the best choice. Fun fact, you guys, in Amsterdam, they actually have specific lanes dedicated to cyclists. If you are not a cyclist, please do yourself a favor. Do not walk in these lanes. When I was in Amsterdam, I actually made the mistake to walk in one of these lanes and I almost got run over. But again, it wasn't their fault. It was my fault. I shouldn't have been walking in their lanes. So they're very strict on that. Now, so as not to get into any trouble with YouTube, for this section of the video, I'm actually going to be using the word herbs. For those of you who know, Amsterdam is actually described as one of the most liberal and free-spirited countries in the world. If you were supposed to use one word to describe Amsterdam, you would use the word herbs. I'm telling you, these people have herb-related everything. They have a herb house, a herb factory, a herb museum. Not to mention the herb-related products that they have. I'm telling you, they have literally from cookies to brownies to trinkets to globes. I can't, guys, I can't even begin to describe how many herb-related products that they have. Now, the main marketing tool that Amsterdam uses to promote and to market herbs is actually Jamaica and Bob Marley. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am Jamaican and I'm a proud Jamaican at that. And I was so surprised to go to Amsterdam and see Jamaican related products. I'm telling you, there were little Bob Marley bobbleheads. Now, this might be an interesting fun fact for all of my black travelers out there. Hello, roll call. The good thing about Amsterdam is that they actually have a lot of black tourists. Now, the reason why this was significant, especially for me, is because I'm a Jamaican, and as a black woman traveling Europe, I realized that at any given time, I was the only black tourist in any specific area. Meaning, when I went to, for example, Lisbon, Portugal, or even Porto, Portugal, they had black people there. They were just black employees working behind the counters. Not a lot of black tourists were actually there.
Hello everyone, we are now at Red Light District in Amsterdam, and we cannot even video the girls because it's kind of illegal to do so, and they're working, and if you video them they will just like close up their windows.
Now, of course, I could not do an Amsterdam vlog without mentioning the one, the only Red Light District. Now, I'm gonna be using the term love employees for this section of the video. I also wanted to point out to you guys, for those of you who don't know, you're actually not able to take any pictures or videos of the love employees in the Netherlands. And if you are caught doing it, you can either be fined or sent to jail. Nobody wants to be sent to jail, right? Especially on vacation. So I also wanted to point out to you guys that in this country, love employees are actually legally able to work and to operate.
These love employees are actually protected by law. Discrimination against them is practically illegal. In fact, these love employees even pay taxes just like any and every other profession. Some of these love employees even go on to become lawyers, doctors, or even nurses.
Now, my next advice to you guys would be to do a boat tour when you get to Amsterdam. This city is actually home to over 160 canals. In fact, they refer to Amsterdam as the Venice of the North. Now, the cost to do a boat tour can range anywhere between 15 euros to 20 euros. And the boat tour can last between 45 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes. Now, this boat tour is a must do. It is completely worthwhile. You're able to view the entire city of Amsterdam from a boat. Here's another fun fact, guys. Amsterdam actually has a specific section of a canal where you're able to see 7 arch bridges aligned, and it is so beautiful to see. Now, as some of you may know, Amsterdam is one of the most expensive cities in the world. The cost of living is ridiculously high. Now, to buy a house in Amsterdam, you can basically forget about it, because to buy a house, especially along the canals, can range anywhere between 500,000 euros to €1,000,000 per home. Now, what a lot of people in Amsterdam have done alternatively is that they've decided to live in something called a boathouse. Now, a boathouse is basically just a house on a boat on the canal. Now, Amsterdam has over 2,500 houseboats. So the next stop, you guys, was actually the Anne Frank house. Now, I myself didn't do an Anne Frank house tour. However, I do know the cost, and it ranged anywhere between 12 euros to 13 euros per person. Now, it goes without saying that visiting the Anne Frank house is worth your while. It is definitely of cultural and historic significance. So you guys should check it out whenever you guys head to Amsterdam. Now, throughout Amsterdam, you'll realize that there are a lot of coffee houses. But these coffee houses don't actually sell coffee. They sell herbs. This was so mind-blowing when I went. I couldn't believe it. Now, in fact, Amsterdam has over 200 coffee houses selling all different kinds and variations of herbs. Now, the Nieuwendyk is one of the most popular streets in Amsterdam, simply because it's one of the most touristy streets. Now, on this street, you're able to find big stores with big brands, such as Burger King, Zara, H&M. You can go crazy. Now, another thing to note, Asian restaurants in Amsterdam are killing it. I actually dined at one of my favorite restaurants. In fact, it's called Walk to Go. Now, I ate there every single day simply because they were so affordable. Now, my meals came up to around 5 euros to 6 euros per meal, which is great, especially if you're traveling on a budget. Now, you cannot go to Amsterdam without visiting the Yaadie Lookout. Now, the Yaadie Lookout is actually a deck that gives you a panoramic view of Amsterdam. It is simply breathtaking and definitely worth the visit. Now, they actually also have a swing called Over the Edge. Now, if you're like me, who is afraid of heights, you will not go on this swing, but you can still always go ahead and visit the restaurant and the bar and have a great time. Now, my last piece of advice to you guys would be to go out and explore. Now, I'm the type of traveler that comes with a pre-established list of all the different places I want to go to, of all the different places I want to see, but I also give myself room to get lost. Sometimes you find some of the most beautiful places when you allow yourself to get lost in a city or town. Now, that would be my best advice to you guys. Venture out, explore, go ahead, have a whack at it, guys. You will not regret it. Amsterdam is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been to. I loved it so much, I was actually thinking about going back there and studying. Hey, you never know what can happen in the future. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, to my channel, and I really appreciate the support. You guys take care. Au revoir.